Alright, we're rounding out Jade Cocoon, Story of the Tamamayu, and we should be able to beat it tonight. Took a few days to get things sorted, but I think we're good to go. Let's finish it up.
For the sake of the village? For the forest? How stupid. What are you fighting for? A forgettable boy who can only play the flute. Do you really love me? Am I more important than the village? Or the forest?
Yeah, this last sprint of the game is like a challenge, just through the forest you already went through, so.
And I hate boys too. I hate them. I hate them all.
But yeah, last time we stopped it a little early because
Dare grow up and leave me.
I had to get ready for work and all that other stuff, but had the day off, so we're good to go. Even though it's pretty late, we're gonna try to finish this up tonight. I have no idea how much is left for this game though.
That was not trickery. It was the real darkness in her heart. Can thou really understand a heart like hers? Thou art nothing but a boy, and I have a firm grip on the darkness in her heart.
I don't know what's up with that audio mix, but it's fine. Get the Earth boss. Started out strong. Hell yeah. Very curious. What is this last one? Oh my god, it's gigantic. Ew. Missed. There we go. Oh my god, this thing's accuracy. Inflicted with stone. I'm not sure what that does. Stone back into flesh. Should be able to do some damage with this one. Yeah, it's not good damage. Banal. Does it turn you to stone and then you won't be able to use your monster? Thinking. Maybe. Can't use any magic or abilities with that guy, so. Turning people to stone. Nice.
Thank you. I finally understand how you feel.
Mabu.
I was afraid of love. I thought love was something that chained us, like our inevitable fate. I was afraid of being chained, but now I realize that love is a good thing. I didn't know that. I can believe you, right? I'm no longer alone, am I? That darkness is also a part of me. Do you still love me?
So sudden. Do we have to do the water crystal? I would assume so. Unless we got it. I think we got it. That's what like kicks off the whole thing. Yeah, we already have it. Oh, he's playing a spicy tune. This guy from our dream.
Impressive. You've overcome much misery thus far. The moment of purification for the accursed souls of man and minion is at hand.
His voice is so clear.
If you do not heal my sadness before the moth emerges from the divine cocoon, darkness shall rule the land of peril until the next transmigration. Chosen one of light, the time has come. Now we determine the future.
Oh, you're straight up into it? No healing? No nothing? Whoa. Dang, they just like messed me up before I got to do anything. changes elements. Yeah, so I guess we have to keep switching. How interesting. Healed, okay. Oh wait, no. Okay, it is weak. Okay. Think. The earth element, okay. Wow, the double turns, man. I think we got this one. Like we can do it. There we go. Ouch. This guy hits hard. Man. God, of course it missed. Yeah, I just finished off with this. did it. Ooh.
I knew you would come.
Yeah, it's father. I knew this was the twist.
How you have grown. No doubt you feel hatred towards me, your father. But this was the only way to solve the mystery of true purification. I never, even for a moment, forgot about you and your mother. Good and evil. Throughout history, we have continued to deny the existence of darkness. But where there is light, there is always darkness. Balance is a part of nature. Only by our hands can the two parts be made whole again. Such is the task imparted upon us by Elram. Do you still remember that melody I taught you? Now is the time. We must play it together, my son. The symphony of light and darkness. The requiem of souls.
Stuff kind of just happens in this story. It's fine. Pre-rendered but in-game character models. And it's running at like 2 frames per second. The Serpent of Light and the Serpent of Darkness. So if there's supposed to have a musical theme, why hasn't it come into play before this? Okay. Oh, we did it. We saved the village. Saved our waifu too.
When the 4 divine barriers are dispelled, the power of light and darkness shall usher in the time of gathering. Kumari and Kaya, the guardian deities of light and darkness, shall be released by the twin dragons of Kemu. The chosen ones of light and darkness shall meet, and only then will the accursed ones be granted repose. And man shall obtain yet another fruit of knowledge, but it shall bear the seeds of responsibility.
The narrator's voice quality is so bad. Like, I could not understand everything he said. We did it! Nice. Mike Arkin, huh? So, yeah, that was Jade Cocoon. It's an interesting monster catching and raising RPG. Especially with, I'm thinking Studio Ghibli did the animation work for this, so I'll have to look it up and see, but this game is very interesting because it's very innovative and high budget in some areas, like the amount of voice acting and the talent they have. Like, some of them are voice actors I still hear today, And especially at the time that this game came out, like there were some voices, like they're so nostalgic. But then, then you play the game itself. There's so much lore and thought behind this game's world and characters and story, and it's not at the forefront. Like I just kind of blasted through this as quickly as possible. I even used like the fast forwarding function on the emulator, but even then, like, you would have to do every optional conversation to get this game's story, which is the kind of thing I hate. And while I do think the story elements are interesting, I think the story itself isn't good. or just how it's conveyed. Stuff kind of, like I said, it just happens, and you just kind of have to take it at surface value. And then there's like the game itself, like it's not bad, but it's not great. Like the very slow animations, the uninteresting music, the very bad, not great character designs for the monsters anyway. Like all of that stuff is, but also just looking at the credits, you can see that this game was made by a very small group of people. So in some ways it's an interesting achievement, but in many ways it's still a disappointing game that doesn't really live up to kind of the ambition that's clearly here. And that kind of sucks, because you can feel the ambition in this game, but you can see where not everything worked out. Like the maps for the levels or the stages or the areas, there's only 4, and they're not very big, and there's nothing to really do in them. The monsters that you can find aren't really that interesting. The abilities aren't interesting. The fusion techniques are interesting because you can fuse monsters and get different skins and whatnot, but that's it. So it's interesting in a lot of ways, but it's also not great in a bevy of others. And it also doesn't take you back to the freaking menu after you finish the game, so we'll just let it sit at this screen. But yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting game. It's not a good one, though. I wouldn't say it's a good game. This is a very forgettable game with very memorable elements to it. And I think all the things I remembered from playing this as a kid, I remembered. All the things I don't remember about it, I'm probably going to forget within like the next few days. But yeah, is this like one of the must-play classic PlayStation 1 RPGs? Hell no. It's a very interesting one, and I think it's worth messing around with if you have nothing else to play, if you're just that curious, or maybe you're just nostalgic for it. Yeah. It's got some interesting mechanics with the monster catching and whatnot. The world itself is very interestingly set up and visually interesting, even though the backgrounds are very low quality, even for PlayStation 1, like compared to like Resident Evil 2 and 3 and like Final Fantasy, obviously, but those are way bigger budget titles than this. So yeah, that was Jade Cocoon, Story of the Tamamayu. Jeez. Interesting game. I'm tempted to play Jade Cocoon 2 just to see if it's as bad as I remember, because I remember Jade Cocoon 2 being awful. But I still, like, this game is an ultimate 5 out of 5. No, 5 out of 10. That's what I meant to say. 5 out of 10. Jade Cocoon 2 was like a 3 out of 10 for me, so I don't know. Anyway, that was Jade Cocoon. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching the VOD of this. And yeah, I think we're going to cut it there because that was the end. I don't know why I didn't just finish that last fight. I think I went, yeah, I had to go somewhere, so I couldn't finish it last time. But yeah, that was Jade Cocoon, Story of the Tamamayu. Jeez. I think the next retro game I'm going to play is Twisted Metal, because I just watched the Twisted Metal TV show and I enjoyed it. So yeah, check out that video too for my quick review of Twisted Metal. Anyway, we're going to play Twisted Metal next time. Maybe Twisted Metal 2 and maybe Twisted Metal 3, depending on how long I want to play tomorrow. But yeah, see you again next time. Good night, good game.